as you may have figured out by the fact that I'm back on my squeaky chair, that isn't my hips, I am back from our massive weekend in Blackpool, and all I can say to everybody who came is thank you. I mean, people came from so far, drove 6 hours, 8 hours, made a weekend of it in Blackpool. Some of the people, I'd be like, oh, you staying at B&B? And one lady was like, yes, our room smells of shit, but we can't find it. But we've looked everywhere. But never mind, it's going to be a great show. So people came from everywhere, and it was the biggest weekend, biggest selling weekend for the theatre, Joe Longthorne Theatre on the North Pier, in their history. So that was glorious in and of itself. The highlights for me were so many things, but mostly the highlight was the audience, which is how it always is for me. It always was true with my radio shows, always true with any speeches I do. My favourite thing isn't at all me being on the stage or me being with the headphones or the mic. My favourite thing is the audience. And in particular with stand-up live in the UK, the fact that the audience are amongst friends. So they're strangers, they don't know each other, but that is a friendship group right there. It's a family right there. And that's how we were kind of kicking off the show, is that anyone in this room just wants you to be all right. And you could see people's shoulders go down. You see people relax and see people just being respected for being a member of the NHS or a care home staff that got made fired from their jobs, or members of the military who we were applauding. You know, just good people in a room together. And that was my absolute favourite thing. We were told stories time on time of people who went on their own, ended up as a crowd of people, and ended up hugging the whole rows behind them before they left because they were just feeling better about the world. And that's exactly what the magic of Blackpool was, is that people left feeling better. There were other really sweet moments as well. There was a lady who had discharged herself from hospital in order to be there and was refusing to go back that same night. She was going to wait till the following morning because she wanted to feel better, and she did. There was a gentleman, I was taking the mickey out of myself, which you'll know is pretty much all I do in life. And I have these shoes and they look a bit, I realised on stage, they look a bit like calipers. So I was mocking myself. And then a gentleman comes up after, when I'm doing the whole meet and greet and getting to hug people and thank them for coming. And he was like, you think you've got calipers? Check these out. And then he told me about his condition and his calipers that he wears. And that to me was like the perfect example of our side. I'm epileptic. If I can't find the fun in some of what we've all had to endure, that's my problem. And so there's such a connection with laughing at ourselves and whatever our cause or condition or whatever we've got wrong with us, which in my case is quite a lot. That there was also sort of highlights for me, like one of our merch guys had a disability scooter, which I stole and made him walk instead. Good for weight loss, I think you'll agree. And so I was zipping up and down the pier in this disability scooter, waving to people. And a lot of them came to the show as a result. I don't know if it was like, let's go and see the moron, or whether they just thought, oh, you know what, it might be a laugh, and it was. So overall, just thank you to the audience. I know it's trite to say couldn't do it without you, but it was much more than that. It was much more of a moment in time. For the first time in a long time, people feeling better and just laughing, proper old-fashioned laughter. So that was just so great. And now I'm headed up to the northeast, to Rainton. Rainton Arena. Oh, did you hear that chair? I promise you it's not me. It's not my lady parts creaking. Though they do chafe from time to time. Rainton Arena on Friday. There's tickets if you want to come. And we've kept the pricing. We know no one's got money at the moment. No one's got cash to throw around. Everyone's, the thought of how anyone's going to afford life right now is beyond any of us. But we've got the tickets 20 something pounds, which is the lowest you can do on tickets. So we're doing that. And then I have dates. We're going to do Wales, Llanelli, something like that in Wales. On the 20th of August, which will be brilliant because I'm banned from schools in Wales and now I get to be in the theatre. And I think the Welsh Theatre was where they actually held the play, The Assassination of Katie Hopkins. So this will be like Katie Hopkins, The Revenge. So that's super fun, 20th of August. And then on the 10th of September, I'm going back to Blackpool Pier. So we're going back to the North Pier. And I know that many of you who've joined us over the last weekend are going to come back. So it'll be like a reunion. Better have some new material for then, that's for certain. But mostly, I suppose, to anyone at all out there who's been with me maybe for the last 15 years or so, and has borne witness to my annihilation and evisceration from the UK, thank you for helping bring me back, whether that's being part of Instagram or YouTube, or whether that's sending me emails telling me to keep going, whether you were one of the ones who messaged me quietly when something extraordinarily awful happened to me, one of the many things, and just reminded me that, this too shall pass. You've been part of this. And that's why very much true to say, if everything had finished, my whole life had ended walking off the pier, that would have been just the perfect finale for me. But it hasn't, and so we're still here, and so I'm coming back for more. So please do try and come to Rainton, only because I know it's joyous and I know you'll feel better. And that's all I want everybody to do. And then in a wider point, if you're still with me, is we're going to find a way to get through what's being done to us now. So we found a way to get through COVID and lockdowns together. And I am going to make it my project to get us through what we're now facing, which is the utter crushing of ordinary people. So we will find a way to do that as well. But I just wanted to sort of say I'm back. I look forward to seeing you in Rainton or Llanelli or back in Blackpool. And I'll try and sort more dates. I don't know, now that we've pulled one off, I'm imagining hopefully I could do more dates and bring myself closer to many of you. But mostly I just wanted to say thank you, because it's been overwhelmingly brilliant. And my greatest joy is seeing everybody else feel better. That seems to me to be, if you could have one job in life right now, that's got to be the job you want to have. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you no doubt somewhere on the road.